Okay, DoorDash just announced 7 new products, features, whatever we want to call it today, in this blog post that was just announced this morning. And I briefly went over it. And I want to go over what was announced because some of this is dealing with their rewards program. But again, 7 new features for Dashers. Look at this. This was just announced this morning. Welcome if you're watching live or in the replay. Appreciate you being here. My name is Mike. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. It says making the dashing experience even better. This is huge. Today, DoorDash introduced 7 new products, man, designed to give Dashers even more flexibility, rewards, and supports. And that's what it says on the right. Introducing new features for Dashers. Okay. As you and I go over this, I want to go over each and every one of these and get your input. If you're watching the replay, please comment down below or live in the live chat. Will you use these? How is it going to affect your everyday side hustle? Because we got 7 million plus Dashers globally here. And is it worth it? Like, will you actually use these? Let's check it out here. Today, DoorDash introduced 7 new products. Let's see here. Features like the DoorDash Crimson debit card and Dasher rewards give more Dashers, give more to Dashers and help them stay on track towards their goals. Industry first Dasher Relief Fund provides an emergency assistance grant. Okay, let's go into this here. Every day, millions of people dash to reach their goals by earning what they need, when they need it, and on their own terms. Again, now 7 million Dashers. And every day, our teams talk to Dashers and find new ways to make the dashing experience even better based on their feedback. You know how some of these programs, I don't even know what it's like the Dasher Council or something. Uber has something similar. They have councils where they meet with and talk with drivers, couriers. All right, let's see if it works though. Today, we're thrilled to announce 7 new products and features for Dashers aimed at providing even more flexibility, even more rewards, and even more support. And I'll tell you this, in my opinion, DoorDash is moving with the most velocity of at least trying new things. I mean, listen, I just said, I feel like Uber sometimes mirrors what DoorDash is doing. And we saw that with the DoorDash's announcement of, Uber's announcement of flat rates, which mimics earn by time. And then we saw even before that, advantage mode mimicking Dasher rewards with an acceptance rate-based rewards program. Let's continue here. Our goal is to ensure that Dashers have a rewarding experience every single time they dash, said Austin Hugen, VP of Dasher Products. The features we're announcing today are designed to help Dashers maximize their earnings, get support when they need it, and have even more flexibility and choice on the road. Cool, let's get into it. Number 1 here. Hey, drop a like on this video if you appreciate me bringing it to you first. Yes, there is a Crimson feature. Jason, thanks for being here. David and everyone on this stream today. Or if you're watching live, thanks for watching in the replay. Number 1. Delivering more flexibility. Dashers continue to tell us that flexibility is their favorite part of dashing. I agree with that. I mean, obviously earning money too. And that they want even more choice when it comes to the types of offers they complete and how they complete them. Today, DoorDash is so much more than just food delivery. True. It's your door to grocery delivery, alcohol, everyday essentials, and beauty products. That means Dashers have more types of offers and ways to earn ever than before. You know, it's true. It's true. I know there's a lot of criticisms, rightly and unjustly so, on both sides of any of these gig apps here. But DoorDash, at least what I've seen anecdotally, I've been doing DoorDash since 2018. They just sent me an email, like a little summary, like, hey, you've been dashing since I think it was like November 2018. And at least they're trying stuff. We had Earn by Time. We have DashLink routed deliveries. We have package returns. We have the food delivery. We have all this stuff. So I do feel like there's a lot of different stuff on DoorDash, but it's my job talking to you to see if it's actually worth it, right? Okay. Dasher preferences. Our new in-app Dasher preferences tool gives Dashers even more choice on the road. They can opt in and opt out of different delivery types like grocery, shop and deliver orders, alcohol, and cash on delivery, and see what types of tasks they need to complete to get prioritized for their favorite types of offers. They can change their preferences as often as they want, even daily and between dashes to fully customize how they dash. So I have this in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Please comment in the live chat or the comment section right now. Do you have access to Dasher preferences? Yes or no? Comment in the live chat, or if you're watching the replay. While you're doing that, here's been my experience on Dasher preferences. Preferences is something that I was asking for since I found out it was a thing. So as you'll see here, I can turn off if I don't want to do shop and deliver, if I don't want to do alcohol, if I don't want to do, there's also cash on delivery, at least on mine. And there is, I think that's it. Shop and delivery, alcohol, cash on delivery. But the point is, if you don't want to do something, you can turn it off. It's the same thing as trip preferences on Uber. Well, there you go. There's one thing that maybe Uber did first. I'm trying to remember who had like filters first, but Uber has trip filters where you can turn off mobility, toggle, and then delivery, and then shop and deliver is a separate little toggle at the bottom. Uber Pets and Uber Connect, which is their package runs, which I've never gotten. I think I got one, and it was like a 7-Eleven, and the package was just like 7-Eleven stuff, so it wasn't really in package. So I don't like shop and deliver. Personally, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just one driver. That's why we're a team. That's the premise of the channel. I'm one driver in one marketplace. I research this stuff for you. That's all I do here. I help you make money in different side hustles. I've been using preferences all the time. I turn off shop and deliver. You can leave it on if you like shop and deliver. Now, I also mentioned I would love to see a preference that filters by item count. I would love that. If I can click on shop and deliver, and then I can literally go in there and say, don't send me any offer over 8 items or 10 shop items. And then maybe you can even have a filter that says strict, I don't know how you call it, like there's no wiggle room. And then maybe you can have an option that says, I'm a little flexible, but like or preferred item count, you could do that. Preferred item count max 8, 10. That's just an idea for them. But if you don't want to do alcohol delivery, like Princess said, I turned off alcohol delivery. Why? Well, I mean, there's some more restrictions here in Pennsylvania. I think we can do like malt beverages and stuff, but I don't think hard liquor. They might have changed that. I don't know. But 4 years ago, I was in San Diego and I could deliver just hard liquor. I would go into the ABC liquor or whatever it was called back there. I'm trying to remember. And why might you not want to do that? Because obviously, it's either like, oh, we're stocking up for the party, or we ran out at the party and now you're gonna have to deliver to the party. And then, look at the ID, look for visible signs of intoxication. And then you have to make the call there. Now there's resources of, what to look for. DoorDash sends you stuff and all that stuff. But anyway, you get the point. Preferences is a good feature. So this looks to be I'm going to assume these are nationwide rollouts because it's been on a beta, or at least a smaller beta. So if you have preferences, and it looks like I'm seeing that Dashers are saying, yeah, I got preferences, then look for this to be a nationwide launch. I'm just going to say, hey, it's a nationwide launch. Next, delivering more rewards. Dashers go above and beyond for their communities every single day. That's why we're constantly working on new ways to reward Dashers and help them reach their goals on our platform even faster. Look at this. All new rewards program. Every Dasher is unique with their own goals, preferences, and habits that shape the way they dash. But we've heard time and time again from Dashers that they wanted to get recognized for providing great service and working hard. For years, I've always said that tenured, well, not even tenured, because tenured kind of infers like I've been doing it a long time. So it's not just enough to be activated for a long time, it's doing a lot of assignments. On any platform, I've said for years, there should be a reward system that rewards 5K deliveries completed, shops completed, rides completed, and then 10K, 15K, 20K, all that stuff. Because it's going to be a bell curve. The higher up you go, like 5% have done 10K plus, 20K plus, 1%, there should be a rewards program for that. That's just my opinion. Let's continue. Based on that feedback, we've completely overhauled and redesigned our Dasher Rewards program with 3 all-new tiers, Silver, Gold, and Platinum. Well, that's not new. That's been throughout the country. That was expanded several times, Dasher Rewards. Dasher Rewards, that program that is acceptance rate based, that started in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Corpus Christi, Texas, and Lubbock, Texas in June 2023. Then it expanded. Then it expanded again. October, then January of this year, the time of filming, 2024, and then expanded again in March of 2024. That program, that Dasher Reward, so it's not exactly new. We're giving more Dashers than ever before access to their favorite features, like priority access to Dash Now, the ability to go online anytime, VIP Dasher support, early access to scheduling, priority for higher paying orders, and more. While Dashers had access to rewards before, we had several different programs that didn't always work together and could be confusing to Dashers. Our new rewards program streamlines that experience, bringing it directly into the Dasher app to ensure that Dashers who go above and beyond are rewarded to have even more opportunities. And this is just the beginning. We're already adding and testing new rewards and ways to qualify based on Dasher feed. Well, that's good. So DoorDash, again, I'm going to assume here that this is a nationwide rollout of Dasher Rewards. It's a Silver, Gold, and Platinum, and they do give us an animation right here of what that is. So if you don't have Dasher Rewards, looks like you're going to get Dasher Rewards right now. Is it worth it? So the way Dasher Rewards works, and I have tons of videos on it, just search Dasher Rewards. I've tested Silver and Gold. So the main perk is priority access to higher paying offers. There used to be different programs. The priority to the Dash Now rather, that was under Top Dasher. That it's all coalesced into one rewards program now that's called Dasher Rewards. I'll say the same thing that I told you when Dasher Rewards first came out in Q2-ish of 2023. Mathematically, getting to a 50% acceptance rate to get Silver, that's level 1. This Gold status depends on market, but this is their animation. It's obviously moving. But Gold is typically 70% acceptance rate. And the same thing for Platinum. Once this animation rolls around, you'll see it again quickly here. If mathematically it doesn't make sense for you. Now this example, it says 51% for Gold. Come on, roll around for us real quick here. Right here. That's at 80%, I believe. Anyway, you'll have to check because it varies by marketplace. I don't want you to accept. Yeah, see, Traveler says Gold and Platinum in my market is both 80%. Now I want to check here in Pittsburgh again because maybe it updated. Maybe qualifications for Dasher Rewards updated for those who already had it. So for Dasher Rewards, it looks like it's expanding nationwide. Okay. Okay, it's still 70% here in Pittsburgh. I'll show you. Why not? I'll show you. So here's in Pittsburgh. Acceptance rate 50% for Silver, Gold 70, Platinum 70. There's your completion rate criteria. Customer rating, that should be easy for you. It's just 100 deliveries and rolling 30 days for Platinum. But some markets we saw are 80%. My point being, just consider the math. If you're going to accept that much, obviously not every single order is going to be worth it. So you need to look at the math of, okay, if 30% are worth it, if I'm going to accept another 20 to get to 50% AR for Silver, then am I going to have a net gain, which means taking a little bit of a loss initially? Am I going to make more money after I get to Silver, Gold, and Platinum? Now, I've heard, and I kind of echoed the same thing when I tested it, I'll leave a card above for silver versus gold. It's very close. I mean, it's very close to just cherry picking, like picking the best orders or going for Dasher rewards. And then you always have to keep that acceptance rate at a certain level. So, but I do want to move on here because if any marketplaces are up to 90%, like organically says, that is insanely high. Now, the good thing is DoorDash is at least saying, hey, it's just the beginning. We're already adding and testing new features. And I'll leave you with this on this. At least we're going to move on here. But if the adoption rate is awful, if like no one's going for this, if this is, it's a nationwide expansion of Dash rewards, if the adoption rate is awful, if orders are sitting longer because no one's accepting because they don't want to do Dasher rewards, trust me, these companies are going to move on from it. So we'll see what Dashers are thinking here. Here's Crimson. Brand new. What is Crimson? Okay. So I initially thought that this was going to be a rewards tier. It's not a rewards tier. So this is it's a rewards feature, but let's take a look. Our new DoorDash Crimson program is delivering a new and improved banking experience for Dashers. We're building upon our previous financial offerings with the same features that Dashers have come to know and love, like instant access to earnings, zero fees, and cashback rewards, but with even more ways to save and get rewarded, all directly in the Dasher app. Dashers using the Crimson card can take advantage of exclusive perks and discounts like up to 3% cash back on gas, 2% back on EV charging, and more. They can also securely access their Crimson balance, account details, perks, and discounts directly in the Dasher app, making it easier than ever to manage their earnings without having to toggle back and forth between different apps. Because I think this was Dasher Direct. And I never used Dasher Direct, but I'm going to give you a very good example of who might use this and if this might be a good fit for you, this Crimson. It basically just gives you access to your earnings right after the shift, so you have it. Crimson will be available to all Dashers in the coming weeks, and Dashers will receive an email letting them know when they're able to enroll. We're already hard at work building new features, functionality, and rewards for Crimson and can't wait to share more. Okay. So here's Crimson. So there's your earnings, and then here's your Crimson card, and it says, hey, here's your available balance. It's ready to go. There's your card. You can just spend on that card, and there's no fees, and you have instant access to your earnings. So who might this be a good fit for? Because I saw this, and I'm like, well, like why? Because, DoorDash, like all of these apps, auto deposit your earnings, or if you need it, sometimes there's a transfer fee. So now, like Dasher Direct, again, I didn't use Dasher Direct, but you have instant access for free with no fees. Okay, here's my point. At times when I was in San Diego, I was doing gig work as a side hustle. I moved there for sales jobs. I say plural because the first one, the company that I worked at, was a startup. As you can imagine, startups can be very volatile. Like a new company, a startup. And they did what like 90% of startups do. They went under. They closed their business. Doing so, pretty kind of crazy situation, not being able to pay their employees. So I had no money. I was flat broke and with a lot of very unhappy coworkers, to say the least. So I needed money stat. There were times when I could not put gas in my Passat to run my shifts. I had to borrow money from family. It was that bad, and it got to the point where I missed a rent payment. So think about that. I had like barely enough money to pay rent, let alone anything else. I was squeezing out every single penny I could out of every dollar. So for Dashers that need money now, I can't wait for an instant transfer. Or I don't want to pay $2 to get my money. Then I could see this work. I could see this work for those Dashers. And I feel for you if you're in those situations, because I was in that situation. I was in that situation. And last thing I'll say about that is I remember being at a gas station in Hillcrest. And I asked someone for like $5 because, I didn't want to borrow any more money from family. It was that bad. I like, hey man, can you toss me some money? So having no fees, I think is great. Saving you any money for Dashers that need to save. 2% cash back on EV charging, 3%, back on gas. Then I'm curious to see where this goes. And hey, I do see you. I see you like Millville here. This is Mike responding comments. I want to make sure I get everyone the info first, and then after this live stream, I'll do a Q&A with you, or down below in the comments if you're watching on the replay. But there's a lot to go over here. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Amazon Flex has something similar. The only thing I'll tell you about this is some of these apps also have different options. Like I know Amazon Flex has their own debit card. So see what works best for you. Because obviously, if you're on Flex, you can't like deposit to Crimson because that's for DoorDash. But consider that if you need money now, see if the app has a debit program or a way to cash out instantly. Because otherwise, yeah, you can wait a week or whatever it is and they auto deposit for free, right? But okay. Well, speaking of money, check this out. Improved referrals experience. Simply put, Dashers love dashing, do they? I mean, do you love dashing? Comment in the live chat or the comment section. I mean, honestly though, like when DoorDash surveys Dashers, I think the last survey I saw, I don't have the graphic up for you, I don't believe, but it was like, 89% did like dashing. I've surveyed you in the past. Like honestly though, like I know there's criticisms. I know it's like, oh, it's not as good as 5-6 years ago, but of all the gig apps, like I do like it. It's easy. I like it. Sure. Look, I have shifts that I make 13, 14 an hour. It just bombs, right? But at least in the last month or two, like I've been doing at least 16, 18, 20, $23 an hour. And even more so on the top end of that. So like, yeah, it's not like $28 an hour, but a lot of the shifts are at least like 17, 18 plus, in a handful, also $20+ an hour. So I'm not going to scream from the mountaintop and say everyone needs to sign up for DoorDash, but I think I will, given all of this criteria and my personal experience in 2018, I will still say it's probably the number one gig app right now. I just did a rankings guide. Check out that rankings guide for 2025. Is it perfect? You better believe it isn't, but it's okay. It's good. It's okay. But listen, hey, one more. The second it's not good, I'll tell you. Okay. And every single driving shift I do, the numbers don't lie. If I'm driving, I make 13, 14, 15 an hour, you'll see it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button because the numbers don't lie. It is what it is on every shift. That's why I like reporting on this for you. Okay, Mike, you got to keep talking. Talk about what's changing. 90% will recommend dashing to a friend and 85% are proud to be a dasher. That's why we've made major improvements to the referral experience, making it easier than ever before for dashers to earn extra cash by referring friends and families to become a dasher. Our new in-app experience introduces more ways to access a referrals page, okay, et cetera, right? Improvements to help dashers refer friends and family, tracking progress, cool. Okay, you get the point. So let's look at this screen here. I don't really talk about referral income. You know why? Because that was really a thing when I first started. When I first started 2015 with Uber, everyone was sharing those referral codes. Everyone. Sign up for Uber, Lyft, and then eventually DoorDash, Uber Eats. And I had, affiliate links in the descriptions of all of my videos. I started in 2017 until it was not okay. And I got deactivated for my affiliate income on DoorDash. And I reached out to DoorDash. I said, hey guys, what's going on? The next day, they emailed me. They said, Mike, we've reviewed your referral history and we have found that you have not violated the terms of service. And I was reactivated. I'm like, thank you guys. I just had my link in my video descriptions, okay? And I didn't see anything in the terms of service. I was like, sweet. And then 3 months later, it happened again. And they said, we deactivated you for your referral history. I'm like, God. And I sent them their own email. I said, guys, what are we doing here? And it stood that way for a year and a half, 2 years, until recently, when I kept bugging them. And I said, guys, like, you deactivated them, here's your own email, blah, blah, blah. And then I finally got reactivated again. So now I have referral links for Walmart Spark, Instacarts. I'm working on DoorDash here, because I want to make sure that I'm okay. But the ones that I do have there, I've gotten written confirmation that they're allowed to be there from said companies. I'm just letting you guys know, companies. But for you, look, let's talk about referrals. You can make income referring friends and family. I'm assuming acquaintances. That's what I'm trying to iron out with DoorDash here. But okay, let's see. You'll earn a $600 bonus, and they will earn a $400 bonus. My gosh. Completing their 290th delivery. I think it said in like 60 days or something. So now listen. 290 deliveries in 60 days within, I think they give the Brooklyn, New York example here. Correct. Yes. Terms apply, et cetera, et cetera. I would 100% use this. 100%. You could earn now, the amounts can vary. They will vary based on market. The duration may vary. You have to do this in 30 days. You have to do it in 60 days. The amount of deliveries, again, will vary. The payment amounts will vary, okay? I'm not making any guarantees of that. But listen, it's like your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, even like your coworkers, just people who are talking about like, dude, I need some extra money. I'm spending go in there. And even if they don't complete it, at least you have some like open leads. You have the potential to earn money passively. I love passive and semi-passive income. So now the argument I hear is, will it saturate my marketplace? You also have to keep in mind that it's a very kind of transitory job. DoorDash even says a lot of Dashers are doing it just to pay off a credit, save up for a big purchase, a trip, whatever it is, So it's not like everyone's staying on the platform for a year to 5+ years. A lot of people that are dashing, and I know it feels different when you're entrenched in communities like this, and I appreciate you being a part of this community. I'm not saying to leave this community. Stay here, please. This is my job. But not everyone's staying for like 5 years. So I don't buy it's going to saturate my marketplace like crazy. Students, they're doing it for the summer, right? Other people, I'm doing it, and then my life changes and I can't do it as much. It's up to you. It is up to you. But if you want to make some extra money, and listen, I'll finish with this. This is me saying this with 0 DoorDash affiliate link down below. So I'm not even pushing you to sign up for DoorDash. And even if you do want to sign up, I have 0 affiliate income from it. All right, let's move on. Delivering more support. Hey folks, drop a like on this video if you can. My name is Mike, helping you make money in different side hustles since 2017 on YouTube. I've been doing gig work since 2015. Drop a like on this video if you're getting value. And consider clicking the join button if you want behind the scenes stuff. Whether it's help with unexpected challenges or troubleshooting while dashing, we want to help Dashers. We want to help ensure that every Dasher feels supported. Dasher Relief Fund. Regardless of how, when, or where they dash, we know that Dashers are on our platform to earn and reach their goals. Exactly. Everyone's got different goals of why they're doing this stuff. But we know that it's all too common for one of life's unexpected challenges to feel difficult to overcome, especially when 39% of Americans can't cover a $400 unanticipated emergency experience. or we need to borrow or sell something to do so. The new Dasher Relief Fund provides Dashers with emergency financial support to help navigate life's most challenging moments. Eligible Dashers can apply for a grant for certain hardship events, like a death in the family or the impacts of natural disaster. If they qualify, they can receive an emergency assistance grant of up to $1,000. That's great. I mean, look at what's going on in Florida right now with the weather and other parts of the country all the time and even globally. So if you could apply to get $1,000 grant to help you out with death in the family or effects of a natural disaster, I mean, why not? So that really speaks to me that, once these companies scale, they obviously want to help all parts of their business, but they can start to do things like this. I mean, I don't really have anything to say about that. That's, if you can get $1,000 to help you out. I mean, I'm thinking about, what happened to me and losing my job. Man, I don't know if that would qualify. It says certain hardship events. So I'm curious to see some more info on this of what qualifies. But that's the Dasher Relief Fund. Let's move on. Dasher Support Hub. Even when they're not dashing, we know that Dashers have questions that they want answered. Okay, yes, Support Hub, getting you help about dashing, adding things like general dashing help, scheduling rates. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. The Support Hub, it's going to be an area where you can access articles and get additional walkthroughs, help, what to expect with dashing. So right there from your home screen, click on the top right, and then you can click into the Support Hub. So this is basically like a mobile version of the support page, just going into Dasher support. Who would use this? Anyone that's new, right? Anyone that's new, if you want clarifications on stuff, because, I can tell you stuff, but what are the actual verbatim policies about deactivation policies? Because that sometimes changes. Here are the example of how do I use my red card, how to prepare for a shop and deliver. And I've been noticing that DoorDash on their blog page, they've been releasing kind of how-tos, like how to prep for shop and deliver, etc. Pretty self-explanatory, but if you're new, there is the Support Hub. That's our last feature. Okay, last feature, and then I'm going to take your Q&A, folks, so hang with me in the live chat. Or if you're watching in the replay, I hope you've already been typing your responses, reactions, feelings, questions, other synonyms in the comment section, and hitting that subscribe button. Drop a like on this video, of course, obviously. Come on now. That is the only fee for this live stream. Even that's optional, honestly. Improved support chatbots. Yes, the newish chatbot. We know that Dashers encounter a variety of questions while dashing. And our goal is for them to be able to troubleshoot and get help as quickly as possible so that they can continue learning. Our new chatbot leverages AI to help answer some of Dashers' most commonly asked questions, meaning in most cases, they don't have to search for a relevant help center article or wait to speak to an agent. Okay. What do you think about this? I've used the DoorDash AI chatbot. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you love it? Are you friends now? Chatting up with ChatGPT? You can chat with ChatGPT now, right? You can actually carry on a conversation with it. Isn't that kind of crazy? Okay. The chatbot. Is it helpful? Yeah. But honestly, if you're like me, like Wise says, I'd rather speak to a person. If you're like me, it's like, hello, I'm whatever, DoorDash AI chatbot agent, right? I'm like, okay, hello, agent. I just want to get to somebody. I feel like until we try it a little more and until it can pinpoint my question as fast or faster than an agent, until it does that, I'm still going to punch an agent. It's the same thing I do on automated phone calls. The reason we do that is because we don't trust that AI to be as fast as a human. It's either, and here's another thing I've seen, is it will send, and this is more macro of AI support bots in general, is it'll send you like general support articles. But you're like, no. I know how it works. I have this problem with it. That's not helping. So that's another reason I feel like we skip AI chatbots. But folks, 7 updates for the Dashing experience. What's the biggest takeaway in my opinion? And then I want to get into your questions and reactions here. I feel like, okay, Dasher preferences nationwide. Good. I love Dasher preferences. Dasher rewards nationwide. So. I don't love Dasher rewards. I don't love any program that's an AR-based kind of walled off high paying offers, but it can work for some people. I just want you to make the most money. So mathematically, if it makes sense for you, do what mathematically works best for you. And DoorDash will respond accordingly, I'm sure. Again, looking at their data. Crimson, cool. Crimson is a cool way, a free way with some rewards to get access to your income instantly, like right after your shift. So if you're hurting, if you need money for whatever reason, then I would look at Crimson. I think that's pretty cool. Improved referrals experience, better tracking. If you have friends, families, coworkers, whatever, I think that I can earn you some extra money. Again, DoorDash always says friends and family. I get it. Obviously, don't follow the terms of service. Don't blast it out. Don't have paid traffic towards it. That is against terms of service. You can't pay to list your referral link anywhere. Don't spam it. Don't post it on Reddit threads when they say no affiliate links. Okay, stuff. That's what DoorDash wants. That's what any app wants to avoid. Don't spam that thing out there. And that's why, again, for me, that's why I want written confirmation from companies that I can list it in my situation here on YouTube. The ones I have listed below, I have gotten written confirmation from support. Relief fund. Hey, if you have a hardship event, they say, we'll have more details on that. Or impacts of a natural disaster, you can apply for a grant of $1,000. I think that's great. Support hub, that's been there. It's been improved, helping you get articles and help support, articles. And then the improved chatbot, great. I still want to see AI tweaked and improved to really be an all-star resource for any of these gig companies. So let me know what you think down below in the comments.